following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois.
A big fight feel inside the arena right now for the steel cage match.
And keep in mind that cage is not just here to keep these two inside the ring. As we've seen countless times in the past, it can also be used as a cold and incredibly unforgiving weapon.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 226 pounds, Bad Boy Tyler Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just moments away from this gigantic steel cage match.
And given the superstars involved, you can bet this one will be about as vicious and gruesome as it gets.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, it's hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Up and he's showing absolutely no pity now, guys.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael. The steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest.
Oh, he's able to reverse it. When this guy's on, look out.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
The end may be near.
A spectacular DDT drops him. Can he end it here?
Now that's how you prove your dominance.
And the shoulder gets up in time.
Not yet.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
What a stop to the back of the neck. moonsault. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole. We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is...
I think this is a zigzag.
Here's his moment, Michael. Looks like the second time's going to be the charm here.
Hurricane Rana, and nobody does it better. Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must...
Double under. I think this man means business.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Someone's going to be black and blue tomorrow.
I don't know too many other guys that would have been able to kick out of that.
How did he do that?
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the end.
Here's a cover. Oh, how resilient was that?
I can't believe what we're seeing here.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Byron, when we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them, I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match.
Big move coming. Wait for it. Truth or consequences.
Can he finish him off here? Moves like that can end your career.
Here he goes. Fireman's carry. This doesn't look good, Corey.
Couldn't agree more, Cole. This has got trouble.
There's no recovering from that.
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
Look at this. 1, 2. He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet.
He's not giving up that easy.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Looking for the win. The human body can only absorb so much of that.
Game, set, match.
The shoulders are down.
This steel cage match is in the books.
We got our money's worth with that one. Take a look.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Wow. I haven't seen a match like that in a long time. I might go home and watch a replay. It was that good.
Nicely done, picking up the win here.
Wow, when you pick up a pinfall victory over somebody like that, you've done something right.
With that win in the books, we must now move on.